when all was said and done, and now you're looking back on it, was there something about your own Mexicanness or Latinidad that either you weren't fully aware of before you started filming that, yeah, towards the end you realized like, oh, I guess this very much is me, or like just anything that might have surprised you about who Melissa yourself, how you approach the world as a Latina?
I I never used to um, sail with a Latina flag because I didn't need to. Being in Mexico, I was a Mexican among Mexicans, and we're all the same, and there's no need to put labels on anyone. And in the United States, everyone has a label on their
Yeah.
forehead or on their back. Um, and that's, I think, a product of like a census or something. Like someone invented these little boxes to put people in to make sense of such a diverse country.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made up of so many people from so many places. It's a beautiful thing, but in trying to figure it out, they created a lot of divisions. And so coming into Los Angeles when I did 3 years ago, I realized very quickly that people were labeling me as something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, it surprised me. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm an other here. And not because I am, I just moved here from Mexico to the United States. It's because of the way that I look. Automatically people see me and they're like, oh, she's not from here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because of the way that I talk, because sometimes people are like, oh, were you born here? Or were you, they don't know. It's just like automatically they see you and they're like, oh, you're foreign. You're from somewhere
Mm-hmm.
else. And I've learned to appreciate and to value that experience, because being labeled as another from the moment that you can reason, and like from when you're like 3-4 years old, you go to school and you're automatically being like this little Latino or this little Latina, and they constantly
Mm-hmm.
like give you that, and you're like, but wait, why can't I just be an American? Why can't I just be a citizen of this
Yeah.
country? Just
Sound
like
like everybody
everyone is the
else.
same, everyone is equal. And that, I think, creates a lot of trauma,
Mm.
unintentional. You sometimes people don't even realize that they're carrying, but it's there. And so it has become, being on a show like Vida that values that so much, the immigrant experience, and showcasing that and telling stories, that putting people with brown skins and showing their bodies and showing them in all of their ugliness and in their beauty and their struggles and their dreams and their triumphs and everything, which is what, not something that we normally get to see on TV.
Mm-hmm.
We normally don't get to see a community like ours in all its glory and in all its chaos as it is. And it's a beautiful thing what it has done for viewers. Viewers they get emotional just by seeing the show exists,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful thing. So for me, I've been awakened. I've awakened. I don't know what the correct.
I think it's
I don't know what the
awakened. Yeah,
correct
yeah.
tense is. I've been awakened to this, to the responsibility of of keeping these stories alive
Mm.
on TV and in film, of making sure that once Vida ends, that after this third season, that it's not the end for Latinx stories of this kind, for queer Latinx stories, for female Latinx stories.
Yep.
And I, now moving forward, I'm constantly looking for stories like these.
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue in my career to fight to tell stories about the Latinx community that paint it in a different light, that we've never seen, because there's such a wide spectrum of experiences within our community that having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows about us is not enough.
Compared to the many
We're
shows that people have had for years and years and years and
for
years that have
years.
just added
So
up and added up.
we need more. And I think that's what Vida has done for me. It has made me want to fight to keep our stories alive.